Like we're
in
in the
real
middle of the
time,
sample
being
operation
broadcast
right now. Thank you, Bridge.
from their
Thanks,
remotely
Bridge.
operated vehicle, the Deep Discoverer. We're currently diving up in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands on a submarine canyon that's north of French frigate shoals. And we're just about to set up to try to collect this very unusual both sponge and zoanthid. We have not seen a zoanthid of this shape, with the exception of a specimen of something that looked exactly the same about an hour earlier. But this is something new for this region, and so getting these specimens is extremely valuable. There was a discussion in the chat a little bit earlier about difficulties of identifying things from video. This is a problem with many of these groups, like sponges and corals in particular. It's often very difficult to identify these things from video image. And that's why collecting the specimen is absolutely critical. Many times analysis of these specimens under a microscope, as well as
What's that?
the DNA work, is required to get an identification of these things.
I don't know if we can push the drawer out where we are, but we can try slowly going out and see if we're going to collide. If you don't mind going nice and slow. And port bio box lid is open. Okay. I think that we're going to push into the mud. I don't want to push them into the mud, so I also don't want to lose this. So we will lift off carefully here and stow.
Watch lead, Nav.
Go ahead, Nav.
I just wanted to confirm, watch lead, that this would be, the sample ID would be D2, dive
Okay.
02.
I'm going to lift off real quick.
Spec 02 bio.
That's correct, Nav.
Right. Thank you, watch lead.
And pick up real easy. And then try to put it in auto XY. Hopefully that will hold. I have good bottom lock. Okay. That appears to be holding. Yep, let's get the drawer out. Thank you. Great. And then if you wouldn't mind switching this out for the port manip cam. And maybe tilt the mini Zeus down a touch for me, just so I can get a good eye. Thank you. Okay, close the box up.
And yet another one out of these beautiful collection events that our piloting team has spoiled us with. That's going to make few biologists extremely happy.
Still partial on mini Zeus.
Both the sponge and the zoanthid are of a great interest to several of our biologists. And yeah, again, beautiful job by our piloting and engineering team. For those of you who did not join us yesterday, so that we had a problem with the manipulator arm, the piloting team spent a lot of extra time after yesterday's dives and getting everything fixed.
All right, we're in.
And got the manipulator arm working again.
Pilot staff.
went to bed late,
Go
so
ahead,
this
Nav.
is greatly
Bridge wanted to
appreciated.
rotate 5 degrees.
As long as it's about the A-frame, that's okay with me.
All right, copy that. Bridge, Nav. Bridge, you're clear
Yeah,
to go
thank you,
ahead with
Jeff. That was
rotation
very
about
well
the
done
A-frame.
indeed.
My pleasure.
5 degrees to port, copy. Thank you, Bridge.
This is pretty good. Look at Auto XY holding really well.
Pilot video, do you have 2 small dark spots just above bottom screen, just left of center? If like you wag your head to the left, you'll see them in the sand.
2 small dots, bottom of the screen, just left of center. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
You see those?
I see 1 small dot.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
Am I bringing
Thank
it
you.
into center now?
No, it's coming just under that rock now. It's moving, I mean, it's
Oh.
staying static in the same place. On
Our
the
current
screen.
depth
All
is
right, you just wanna make sure it wasn't your monitor?
1,227
Yeah.
meters.
Okay.
We just collected specimen
All right.
02 bio,
Continuing on.
and that's in our
So that
collecting
was the end of
box
the ship
port
move as
in
well.
our.
We were actually stopped. So do you guys want to continue along that same bearing?
Yeah,
So-
well, let's actually look at Sirius's
Very important moment. That was the
Sonar.
collection of our first biological
Looks like
sample
maybe
of this
300
expedition.
is the local high.
So far,
Yeah, I
we've
just
been able to
mean that's
collect
a very
3
hard return.
geological
I'm
samples,
going to reach
2
out
on
and I'm
yesterday's
going
dive,
to not
and
reach out. I'm
another
going to
one
fly out
earlier
here
in
and
today's dive.
take a look at this feature, and we'll come up the feature. And once we get a little more room in front of Sirius, we can continue moving.
Copy that.
And yeah, as we can, this Sirius overhead image actually shows it very beautiful, coming up on a vertical wall.
Come on up with me. Good job. Doing good. And since we're on a sheer cliff, let's bring those swing arms in when you're happy on your coming up, just in case I try to get a head-on shot of these.
Once again, we're kind of looking at the face of a
Yes.
very
Yep, please.
thick flow unit of lava rock, showing no characteristic patterns that indicate any kind of flow direction or movement. It's mostly just jumbled, indicating some sort of chaotic turbulence as it was moving down slope. There are no identifiable pillow lavas or sheet flow lineations or anything.
Can we take a quick look if we have a time? Just that animal that's just to the right of the screen right now. It's a yellow. Actually, no, we can keep moving the one that came on and to be on
Okay.
the left. I think
Yep.
that's the same thing.
Pardon the flares for a second. We're bringing the light bars in on D2 just so that we don't bump
And this
this
is
sheer cliff.
Very typical of what you see. It's sea fans kind of lining the outside of sheer topography like this. So all these sea fans
Just
position
get the.
themselves
Can you get
to
that upper
basically
stowed before
filter
and then turn them outwards so we don't get the glare?
particles, plankton that's in the water
Just-
column.
I want to get this coral. I want to jump
So
in and
you-
grab it. Yeah, and then bring them both up so that we're not getting a glare.
Bridge, Nav.
There you go. Yep, that's good on that one.
Bridge, I'd like you to update your
Yeah,
bailout.
so here we
bearing
see
There,
to
that's
be
much
due
better.
east.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bridge.
So we do see a squat lobster and 2 corals right there. We're going to try to get an image of these animals.
Start with the coral.
When you're at command.
Yeah, just getting in here. Okay, go ahead on in.
Going in for a partial.
Yep.
Holding on the partial as an associate.
Okay.
Coming in a little more.
Yep.
Holding there.
So yeah, Scott says that it looks like a Paramaricio.
I'm going to center it here.
I can jump in,
Go ahead.
going in, full zoom,
Thank you.
and focus lock.
We did collect something that was somewhat similar in coral, in color, but different in the pattern of branching last year. And then after we're done imaging this guy, there's also a request to zoom on the animal that's below this. There's another coral.
Okay.
Come out, just get this guy a little bit wider.
Yep.
Everybody's in frame now.
Bridge open, Mike. I'll tilt down when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll come out partial.
Yeah, that's
There you
good.
go. Might be best if we came at that from we can see what we can get from here.
Yeah, I can try getting an end-on view. I've already got my eyebrow posted up, so I can try getting it from the left side if you'd
Right.
rather me come around that way.
Yeah, I'll defer to watch lead, but if you want a really
All right.
good image of this, I'd
Yep.
suggest we have to come out. Let me come out.
Yep.
Full wide.
Come around this way for this guy. Oh, this is the problem we're having. There we go. Oh, much better. I had lost a thruster. Flying was difficult.
Was it F flat?
Yep. Yep. Typically is. Okay, I'm going to come up a little.
Yeah, it's much better there.
All right. I don't have a good toe hold here, so I have to do it floating.
Well, that little
That's
drift
the
we had
trade-off.
on the last one was not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Have to start turning off half flat just to get those shots.
And then there's
Coming up a little.
Yeah, thank you.
so I agree with you, Scott, that the smaller one is a primnoid. Looks Narella-like
Okay.
from this
Come in a
angle,
little more if
and
you'd
the
like.
chrysogorgid. Yeah, so it's puzzling a few of us.
Feels like you're coming in pretty quick.
Yeah, I am.
Coming out.
Yep. I'm just trying to put
All the
my
way out.
eyebrow up there again, but
yeah.
I can't get it.
Good shot. Then with the squad as well.
Science need a better look at that, or did you get an idea what it was?
Yeah, no, we did not. If there's a chance to just get a
Okay.
better look.
Yep, of course.
In particular, if we can look at close to the base.
Okay. Shot of the base. Eye. Can you take my camera, co-pilot? Thank you. Come on up. Video zoom. I don't know how long I
Partial.
hold it, so let's get on that base.
Roger. Going right in.
Thanks.
And come up just a little bit on the camera.
Yeah.
There. Stop. That's good. Thank you. Iris up. Feels like you're holding well.
Is that all the zoom we have?
No, we have more.
Okay. Trying to sidle over here.
Or come out just a little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah, and then maybe on one of the polyps.
Camera
Tilt
up
up
just
a
a little
little.
bit.
So it does
please,
not
camera.
look
That's
like
good,
a,
thank
yeah,
you.
it's not a bamboo.
I'm losing it.
Yeah, it feels like you're
Come on out, please.
coming out.
Thanks. Is that okay, science? Is that good for This is where the light's
Okay, so-
best. Let's try this.
Yeah, let's just maybe on one of the polyps.
You want one of the polyps? Okay. Come on in.
Squat.
Video.
Come in.
Yep. Come
Camera's
around
going
to
to
it.
come up, or we could do that. That's going to be hard to get.
Drop it.
Coming out.
Yep.
Burn
See
out
if I can get
fast.
this. My Z delta. My Z bias is pushing me down rather quickly.
And I did, so while we're trying to image that, get a good look at that squat lobster, and it looks like something that's in the family
Tune
Eumenidae.
up the Z bias a little bit.
Pseudomonia
here.
fragilis is an animal we have in our
Okay.
gallery. It looks very similar.
Okay.
Probably
Come
that
up.
rock threw your Z off.
Oh yeah, the Z is just a constant value for us to fight the weight of the vehicle or the buoyancy of the vehicle. It's not locked on the bottom at all.
Yeah, we changed the weight when we picked up that rock, didn't we?
A little bit,
A little
not
bit,
really
tiny
though.
little bit, right?
All right, we're just gonna try to get a polyp here.
I can go in whenever.
Yeah, let's just give me 1 second. Okay, come on in. Copilot, take the camera where it needs to go.
That's a full zoom.
Okay. It's blowing in my wind.
Trying to keep those near ones in focus. Let me shift it further back and see if that helps.
Is any of
I
this
think
useful, watch
I
lead?
think the near ones
Yeah,
are probably
I think we
better.
just have several baffled biologists here.
Okay.
So I'm going to just put this out here for Scott if this is worth collecting. Yeah, I do not recognize it. So yeah, it looks like if we are set up to do so, yeah, that most of people don't know what this is. So, well, I think if we have the chance, let's go ahead and collect this.
Okay. Let me take a good look at the situation. I'm not positive it is a
Yeah.
good candidate,
Yeah,
but I'll take a look.
yeah, if can would be great.
Okay.
But no worries.
Can we
If
come
we
wide
can.
video?
Coming out.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Scott and Tina. Yeah, I definitely hadn't seen this from afar. It looked like one of these planar
Full-wide.
chrysogorgids that were quite common on last year's expedition,
Again,
but this
your
is
monitor's
definitely not
blown
it.
out already. Never mind.
And yeah, thank you also,
So-
Sako, for chiming in.
So the one problem I'm having, watch lead, is this is actually under something overhung, and getting the vehicle in there and reaching in with the arm can be rather difficult.
Okay.
But what I can do is see if I can get close enough and get the autos to hold. And I'll just set them and see what happens.
Now, It's a nice little example as we're looking onto this feature is that you see this nice cluster of animals all densely packed around this place that's likely a high for flow. So water does like to flow around these narrow topographical features. And so yeah, you can see all these animals just position themselves here effectively to feed into current.
Okay.
There's a lot of scientists that have used the orientation of sea fans and other animals like sponges that have directionality to give you an indicator of what side the predominant current flow comes from.
Okay. Do you want to spin up hydraulics?
So a lot of these corals are oriented perpendicular to the predominant current flow environment.
So I have watch lead. I have the vehicle on autos. I'm trying to let any oscillations settle out real quick, and then we'll reach out and see if we can get this.
Excellent, thank you.
It is still kind of far away, given there's an overhang right near me. It's not a dangerous overhang. It's just the wall slopes away, so my eyebrow touches before I get very close.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is about as close as I can get safely. And so I'll reach out and see what I can do. I think we've settled in here, so I'm going to give it a try.
Roger that.
We're good on hydro? Okay. Coming live with the arm. And thank you. Yes, please. If you're settled, you've been settled, right? We've been stopped for a while. There's HD2. I mean HD1. There you go. Yep. And tilt it up a little for me. And how much of this do you want to grab? Watch lead.
Yeah, I mean definitely not the whole thing. Just like
just a snip.
Just snip, yeah.
Okay. Do you see it? It's up there a little farther. There you go. That's the one.
Yeah, so maybe one of the distal branches.
Yeah, would you be able to do that? That's awesome. Is that okay? I just got a little pinch of it there. I don't think I got too much. Is that all right? Watch lead?
Yeah, we'll take what we can get.
Okay. Thank you. We're gonna yeah, we can do near. Unless we don't think the other thing is going to float out. It's synced pretty well. We could put it in the far box. Yeah. I'll bring this into the light. You can see how much we got. It's just, a few branches.
Yeah, that's good.
But given the situation, I just wanted to get in and grab and get out of there.
No, outstanding job.
Okay, can you tilt down on my Zeus a little? Actually, you can just give me the port manip, please. Yeah. Yep, there you go. And then port nip here. There we go. Thank you very much. I'm just going to get close, just in case that is floaty at all. Okay. Yeah, that's very smart. Okay, it's down in there. Gonna release. Hopefully they fall in. Let them fall for a second. Okay. Once I'm clear, close the drawer. Yep.
That was just absolutely beautiful. Excellent job, yeah. For those folks who did not, were able to see the serious overhang image. We were hovering here in midwater, and Jeff just did a tremendous job of collecting the sample. And you're going to make some biologists very happy. There's still discussion about what family this thing is even in. Definitely not resembling anything we've imaged like this ever before up here.
All right, safely stowed. All right, I'm gonna, if we could bring up my main HD, I can do it actually here. Beautiful. Okay, and we'll get out of here.
Nav pilots.
We'll skedaddle.
Yeah, so big thanks to our
Once you guys get
piloting
clear,
team. That
you might
was
take
a
the
tremendous
mini
job.
Zeus and point it up towards the light bar.
Yeah, and again, I
Thanks.
was talking about
Yeah,
this a little
go
bit
ahead.
earlier, that these specimens
nav.
are absolutely crucial because from video, even with the remarkable and
Is,
phenomenal
mini
video we
Zeus
get
on
on
any of
these
the monitors?
expeditions, it's very difficult to
right there.
identify these things.
Oh, top.
So
Okay,
the
top
samples
left,
are
I see it.
absolutely crucial in
Thanks,
order to be
video.
able to identify them and get even a
So I'm coming up towards you.
baseline ID.
But yeah, I just wanted
Repeat
to
last video, sorry.
use it so we could watch, how our clearance of the cliff wall.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Thanks,
Scott.
video.
We will make sure to send out the deck photographs of those specimens. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested to take a look at those. We have the microscope here on board as well, so if we have time, particularly since we're not diving tomorrow, I'll try to get some close-up images for you as well.
Oh, this is a cool.
Cool habitat. Yeah, there's a lot of animals.
Just gonna come around like this. Give you a little different perspective of the wall. To see down this sheer face.
So yeah, we see several species here. There's a Venus flytrap anemone. It's in the genus Actinoscyphia. It looks like we have some Iridogorgia straight ahead, and some Corallium. So yeah, it was pretty sparse up on the bottom, and looks like we're getting a bit more animals here. And so the decisive factor here is current flow. Looks like an Acanella weberi there to our right. The animal that's just dead center of the screen. Individuals from this species have been measured to be over 5 meters in height, so that's about the size of a adult giraffe. And that's currently the largest known gorgonian known. So maybe we can just take a quick look at this coral that's right in front of us.
Going bottom screen now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, video.
Coming in. Still coming. See if I can get the tight while we're nice and stable. Brighten that up a bit.
Depth
Something
is
like
1,213 meters. So we've just climbed up about 200 meters.
Might try and come out slow to full.
Okay.
See if it works.
Camera's not cooperating, huh?
It's a big
So-
organism.
Yeah, it's very large.
There's a holothorian up there too.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at.
Do you need the base or anything else on this? I don't see any associates.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. If we can take a look at that
Holothorian?
holothurian out.
Okay.
Full wide.
Thank you. There's also something big and interesting. I'm just going to, before we go up to the holothorian, I'm going to come around. I see it on one of my other cameras. Just want to make sure that this isn't going to be of interest before I
Okay.
race away. Watch lead, do you see this?
Oh yeah.
Is this something we want to look at before I jump over to the holothorian?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Good eye.
Well, I've got a few other views, that's all.
So this is either a Sariantherian, a tube-dwelling anemone, or an anemone. We'll take a look as we zoom in.
Those tentacle things are really long.
Yeah, they are.
They get very thin at the end, but you can see how long they are.
Actually, not sure I can.
I think if you hold around, you can't get a toe in.
Yes.
Not sure yet. This is actually pretty close. I haven't got a toe yet.
So that's
Concerning.
very, very long tentacles. And yeah,
Okay.
Tina's just chimed in and has provided an idea of an anemone. Bolosauroides daphnia,
Can I go
which is known from this
You can
region
go
and
in,
have
yep.
these
Oops.
very
I'm opening
elongated
my rock box
tentacles.
on the wall there.
Coming in.
Yep, you can
See if
take
I
my
can
camera.
expose for this.
It is definitely an anemone.
There we go. That's what I was looking
And
for.
And
If
I
you kinda
agree with
stay
you,
focused
Tina.
down
Yeah,
and
this is
left, I can
something
keep the
different.
iris this wide without blowing it out. I think that's good for the tight, probably.
Okay.
Come out just a little bit. Maybe there.
Yeah, looking at the gallery of the Hawaii Underwater Research Laboratory, the closest is Bolosauroides daphnia. but I don't think the tentacles are long enough. It is definitely not a Syriantherian
Come out just a little
or a
more.
tube-dwelling anemone.
Oh,
In
I
those
showed too much
animals,
that
you
white
would
rock,
have
they'll blow me out
two rings
here.
of tentacles that have different lengths.
You want to tilt
The
down
inner
a touch?
Yeah,
ring
just
would
a
have
touch would be
Could you
great.
tilt down a little, co-pilot? Thank
a
you.
shorter length of tentacles, and the outer would be
go a little
A little
longer.
more. There you
Get
go.
right in there.
Even more down, maybe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Keep going. I'd go a little bit further.
All right.
Yeah, agreed.
there.
This is definitely something unusual
kill
for
the
this
lasers?
region and for Hawaii in general. Yeah, it's different than what we have
I'm trying to.
on record for this area.
Got a little bit of white in that top right corner that's blowing me out.
Sorry.
That's a nice lighting effect.
Beautiful imagery.
All right.
Right, it's mesmerizing.
Clear when you are.
Yeah. Coming out and irising down. And full wide.
Thank you. Coming up for the holothorium.
And Scott, thank you for sending that link, and that does indeed look very similar.
Just trying to find a toe that doesn't involve that
Yeah.
tentacled object.
Car over the edge. Looks like it has 5 or 6 different white dots on it.
There we go. Tilting down. Oops, could you tilt me down? Okay. Come in whenever you're ready, video.
Right, I'm going to do a slight push just to help them get it in frame.
Okay, that's
Might
good.
be good in there.
That's a little far
Back.
down. Come back up a little.
And
There you go.
holding. And up. Coming out just a little bit.
So that looks like something that's in the Synallactidae family. Hands in
Tilt up
Orthuria,
just a hair.
Venti,
A little more.
although those species
There you go.
are typically known from a lot deeper
Yeah,
waters,
that's it.
2,000 meters and below.
You can go in for a tight if you want. There's not much tight to focus on though.
Okay, ready when you are.
Yeah, let's try it.
Want to aim for those little things on the bottom? That would be fun. Yes, please. Let's get feet pulling off.
Yeah, and I just have a photograph here in the Hawaii Underwater Research Laboratory gallery, and they have a photo of Hansen Orthuria benti that looks very similar to this.
And come out if you want.
I'm just drifting along, but
Yeah,
whenever
sure.
you're ready, I'm
I
happy to
think
go.
this
Okay.
side to the port is more interesting right than where we are now.
Want to tilt up a touch?
Yeah. Like that. Let's see where he is and why he's here. There we go.
Great.
Excellent, thank you very much. Beautiful imagery once again.
Awesome. Thanks, video.
Come all the way out.
Next to that, sea cucumber.
There we go.
We also
Full
saw
white.
a ophiuroid or brittle star.
Yeah, he was climbing down.
Yeah, no, but no need to. I was just
Yeah.
gonna make a comment.
We got a pretty good shot of him when
Yeah.
we were zoomed in too.
Yeah, I was actually going to make a comment that those guys are very, very difficult to tell apart, and unfortunately, there's very few people in the world that specialize on the taxonomy of the brittle stars. And we right now just have them not even organized to family in our gallery. So if anyone is watching from the general public, and especially those younger kids, there's big groups of animals that lack dedicated specialized to work on them. So if you have a passion, there's plenty of work to do.
Any more interest in rocks out of a rock pile? Because we have. But we also have been here a long time, so we can continue on, whichever is ideal.
Jonathan, you have an interest, or should we move?
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and pass up this rock pile, keep moving up, and see what we can discover further up. It looks like we've been running into more and more frequent rock piles as
Absolutely.
as we've been going up, so I'm not too worried about passing this one up.
Great. Plus, we've got one in the bank. We can gamble a little more.
True.
Yeah. Now we got 3 very important samples in there already. So for folks that join us later in the dive, we're currently just about to pass 1,200 meters. We landed at 1,400 meters about 3 hours
How we doing?
before now.
Pilot snap.
Yep, go ahead.
And
Yeah, so
we're trying to
the last
climb. There's
move
another
was
100 meters to
290.
climb
Yep.
that we're hoping
Looks
to
like
achieve
the
by
cliff
the end
is
of the
about
dive.
25 meters
This
away, or at
is
least
the
a hard
wall
return
of a
with the sonar.
canyon.
Okay.
And pretty much
And
dead
we
ahead
are
for
north of
Sirius,
French
so
Frigate Shoals up in the northwestern Hawaiian
298.
Islands. Part of the
Yeah, we can just do an
Papahanaumokuakea National
even
Monument.
numbers. Are you trying to call in a move right now, or in
yeah,
a
I
little
thought
while?
that was the consensus. We want to get moving? Or?
Yeah, we do want to get moving. I just think we're going to want to find either the top of this or get it a little farther from Sirius, and then we can dial in moves. I just want to make sure that we're clear of it before we get moving.
Sure, standing by.
For now, it's
So
steadily climbing up
for
and
them.
hasn't moved much ahead. So
Uh,
just see
Quick snap zoom maybe on the animal
Oh,
right
I
in
thought,
front of
I guess
us.
we just
Right
went
in
over a
front of
little
the
The reddish.
coral shrimp combo, or the white one down
Yeah,
kind of low.
coral shrimp. The reddish color right to the lasers.
This guy.
Yeah.
You want to spend much time or just
No,
snap
no,
in?
just snap. No,
Yep.
no need
Okay,
to.
video, come on in from
Coming
here.
in, holding.
Go in the rest of the way, or at least try to frame it here. I'm gonna push up and
You probably
push.
tilt up.
Yeah. Excellent.
You
Yeah,
look for
that's
the
good.
coral or
No,
the
that's okay.
shrimp?
I think
I was
he's going
trying
for the
to-
coral, I think,
Yeah.
or the shrimp. Which one?
The
is
shrimp, actually. Yeah.
Oh, the shrimp. My
Yeah.
mistake. I'm coming up for the shrimp. Coming up.
Looks like he's climbing, so we might want to frame him low.
Yep. You can start in.
And I think that might be in the genus Heterocarpus.
Okay, he's
Just letting this
Crawled
antenna
up.
go out,
great.
and we're clear.
Perfect. Thank you.
Full wide.
Oh, look at the size of that guy. Back in there. Right there on the lasers. You see that? Snap zoom, see if
Yeah.
you can iris up a little once you do. Is that another one of those? Oh, it's another one of those guys.
Yeah, it's another one of these
He's so big.
big anemones.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, video.
Yeah, coming out.
Just wanted to. I saw it. Guess those catch my eye. I like them.
Yeah.
Something with a long stalk coming up.
That's actually, yeah, you bring up a good point. That's a general theme in biology. They call it even the Disneyland effect, is that eyes get attracted to big features, and so a lot of the small stuff gets neglected. But while I say that, let's maybe take a quick look at this big guy.
Does it look like one or two? Oh, it's just this is one. Okay. Yeah, you can. We're looking at his hold fast, I guess, not his face.
Yeah,
But
so that's a bamboo coral, and I believe
come in.
that's that's a. Oh yeah, that's just actinoscyphe. Yeah, that's just yeah. I thought it might have been a sea star at the top, but yeah, this is just a actinarian or anemone, and the genus is Actinoscyphia. And
just sneaking in on it a little.
yeah, so it's just on a dead piece of bamboo coral that's overgrown. Looks like with some hydroids.
Is that you coming in?
So this is
Yep.
a common association for these anemones to
Yeah,
grow
I
on
said I'm
top
just
of
gonna
corals.
sneak in on them.
And it's interesting that even after the corals die, they
Coming
still
out just
provide
a little bit.
habitat for filter-feeding organisms like this anemone. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Coming out.
All right.
Please pardon the interruption. Your conference contains less than 3 participants at this time. If you would like to continue, press star 1 now, or the conference will be terminated.
I also like to just take a second to once again thank our shore-based science team. We do realize it's a Sunday, and really appreciate you being with us and helping us guide these observations in this dive. That's one of the really phenomenal things about this research platform, is that you have the ship and shore-based team linked together in real time and being able to draw on a much wider pool of expertise, all made possible by this unique technology they call telepresence technology, where
Please pardon the interruption.
video
Your
is
conference
streamed in
contains
real
less than
time
3
over the
participants
internet.
at this time. If you would like to continue, press star 1 now, or the conference will be terminated.
So there's a fish on the left, apparently. I haven't spotted it yet, but some of our chat room participants have.
Keeping an eye out
Please
for
pardon the interruption. Your conference contains less than 3 participants at this time. If you would like to continue, press star 1 now, or the conference will be terminated.
I don't see it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Someone's eye was better than mine. Oh, I see it now. All right, video come in partial.
Coming in partial eye.
Yep.
Gonna hold there.
Yeah. Got a little more if you want.
Coming in. Holding.
The conference is being terminated.
So that's a macrurid or rat tail. There's two genera we could choose from. We'll see if we get a zoom.
Video, come on in. Looking for the head or the dorsal or the
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah, the head.
Okay. Yep, please go.
Roger that. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful imagery. Yeah, that's
Coming out, if you want.
Yeah, please do so I can find them.
Coming out.
excellent.
Yes.
So yeah, we did for our
Holding
short
there.
base scientist. We have dropped a call because there was not enough
He's
people on
being
it. So we'll try to reconnect that.
Difficult.
And while we have a zoom on this wonderful fish, just right behind him in the background, I'd like to point out a geological texture
in
of the
again.
manganese
Coming
crust.
in.
This is
Backed
a
away a little,
texture
just so you
that
know.
geologists term botryoidal, or basically having this nice globular texture to it, derived from the Greek translation for a bunch of grapes.
That's a nice fun factoid. Thanks.
Lost him. Come out partial.
Come out.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think we're happy with that. We don't have our fish specialist on right now, but yeah, just want to make sure that that makes it into the archive.
All right. One last one with the lasers, and we'll call it good.
It's about 20 centimeters in length.
All right. Science. All right, video. Let's go wide.
Coming wide, eh?
So
Full
thank
wide.
you, Tina, for spotting that fish.
Okay, I am almost stretched out here, so pretty soon we can call a quick move in. Just get up a little more.
So if anyone's just joining us, we're diving in a submarine canyon that's just north of French Frigate Shoals Atoll and the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument. This submarine canyon feature extends up into what we would think is the paleo shoreline of the old Hawaiian volcano that made up French Frigate Shoals. That paleo shoreline, or the old shoreline that was existing about 12 million years ago, was, or it's now at about 1,000 meters beneath the ocean due to the volcanoes sinking. So Hawaiian volcanoes, as they construct themselves, at the same time they're constructing, they are sinking. And as they begin to become extinct volcanoes, just sink further and further beneath the ocean, submerging their old shorelines. We're ascending the canyon wall along its east-facing slope, heading west up the wall. The beginning of our dive was dominated by heavy blanketed sediment and a few boulders here and there, and now that we've made our way up the wall, we're starting to encounter these very large sequences of beautiful lava flow exposures and cliffs, and have also increased the density and the biological organisms that are able to inhabit and use this harder substrate as a place to attach themselves.
So I think we're going to come up to a nose soon. All right, we'll flatten out for a little while.
Front row video is going to be going off comms to reconnect the conference call.
Copy that. Oh, just as you left, there's a sponge that they might want to see. What? Not unless they see it and decide they want to.
Yeah, let's take a quick view.
Okay, yeah, maybe. It's in the middle of video's just in the middle of something. Might be a second.
Welcome to the conference calling center. At any time during this message, please enter your passcode followed by the pound sign.
All right. I got his attention maybe here. Once he's done with that.
The passcode you are attempting to enter,
2 more
1,
seconds. Watch
2, 3, 3, 7, 7, 9, 6, is invalid. Please check your passcode and try again. The passcode you are attempting to enter, 1, 3, 3, 3, 7, 9, 6, is invalid. Please check your passcode and try again.
That's indeed a first record for this dive. Looks like a sponge in the genus Sacocalix.
Your passcode has been confirmed. If you need technical assistance during your call, press *0. After the tone, please state your name, followed by the pound sign.
It's
Okay. Do we have any more video? There we go. Something in there.
yeah, so that's exactly what that is. This is a sponge in the genus Sacocalix. Now there was also a brown large, and Tina actually was pointing out that there's a scale worm, a pollinoid scale worm inside of that sponge, and that's a common association. These scale worms are known to inhabit many different environments, including corals, including the inside of tissues of corals or sponges. A very ubiquitous group down here in the deep sea. Now when we're done with this, I think there was also a large brown animal above this.
Okay. Come out, partial video. Just gonna take a look and see.
Alright, now if it's just this.
Is that it you're talking about?
Yeah, I think that's just a shadow, is it? And
Can't tell.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. Go ahead.
If we can, it would be nice to try and zoom into this void and try and see if we can shine some light in there and see the internal structures. I can see it on a couple different views. It's not on our main camera for D2, but
Oh, there's a void. Okay.
yeah.
Come out wide video real quick. Let's just
yeah.
see if
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we were kind of inside of it. The reason I wanted to zoom in was just to see whether
Come
or
back
not
in.
this was
see if we
a
can lighten up this hole a little.
actually a lava tube or the remnant of any kind of interior lava transport when this flow was constructing itself.
Alright, you can come on in video. See if we can lighten up this hole at all.
Certainly is a curious hole in the cliff here. Not sure how to explain it. Typically, if it were a lava tube or something like that, it would have a more rounded and less angular shape. But I was hoping that maybe if we zoomed in a little bit, we would have seen that the angular shape was caused by a simple collapse of the roof. But it looks like, well, I don't know what it looks like actually. It looks like maybe just a remnant of erosion. Thank you, pilot.
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you, pilot.
Yep.